afternoon, good evening, and happy birthday! 12 years anniversary of Telegram. Oh my god, what a beautiful time to be on Tone. What a beautiful time to be alive, and what a beautiful time talking to beautiful people today here on TONLive. Tonstakers, we have very exclusive guests speaking about all things on Tone, beyond Tone, and much more what we can imagine. And I'm very happy to introduce our today's speakers, Victor, RT, Andrew, Max, and Danny. All of them are great builders, have been with us for quite a while. All of them, these names you do know, they're good friends of ours. And let me start with the best friends of all Tom community ever made. Victor, hi, how are you doing?
Hey, GM, doing good. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me, guys. Can't wait to further dive into what are you guys doing. I see Eva just join us as well. Welcome in, guys. And yeah, let's get it started. And guys, if you're watching this stream, make sure you retweet, leave your comments, chat to us, talk to us, and let's get it going.
Let's get it started. Danny, hi, microphone check. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Mic check, mic check. Really happy to be here. It's super cool that we put this thing up, especially on this beautiful day. And yeah, as Victor said, please go ahead and retweet it, share this, because I think having us all of the leading DeFi protocols here discussing some really good applications and the development of the protocols on Ton, it's really unique and exciting. So yeah, really excited to be here.
Indeed, and thank you for joining us. We have a very new guest and the very first time speaker from TONCO part. We are welcoming on Tonstakers Earn live session. Max, how are you doing? How is everything?
GM guys. So yeah, first of all, thank you so much for having me here. Yeah, it's my first time on Tonstakers AMA, and I'm really excited to join it. Um, so yeah, I'm happy to share our perspective today on chain reputation, how our collaboration benefits everyone. So yeah, thanks again for the invite. Looking forward to our discussion.
Indeed, and thank you for joining once again. FIVA, hi guys, how are you doing? It's been a wild journey. For the past 2 months, you've been building a lot of stuff, but since you're here, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How are you celebrating today?
Jam. Yeah, it's everything is nice. Yes, happy birthday, Telegram. We're also celebrating people who's not waiting for gifts and join us. Really glad to have you here. Tonstakers, awesome team. Thank you for the invitation, and let's chat about the reputation. And we have awesome builders in the space. Really glad to be here.
Yes, thank you too. And last but not least, RT. Hello, RT. How are you doing?
Hello, everyone. I'm fine. I'm Arti, part of the EVA protocol team. We are building the #1 DeFi banking experience on Telegram, fully native to the TON blockchain. Nice to be here.
That was short and sharp. So let's go dig in directly to our topic today. So I really want to cover a bit of the understanding what actually reputation matters in our decentralized ecosystem in the world. Because if we got deeper into the historic part of the world, where reputation concept has burned a long time ago before even Bitcoin or internet existed, and then it has a different kind of approaches, different kind of understanding the way how it should be and how it works. So what actually does it mean for the Web3? Danny, as a growth rep, what do you think?
Yeah, this one is like a really good question, especially the fact that you mentioned that reputation was here all before even the money came around. Basically, in tribes, the only thing you had was basically the actions you took, how much meat you brought to the campfire, how much value you brought to your whole tribe, and kind of this simple idea. It's really fascinating to see how it evolved throughout the time, and it seems that most of the things that carry value now, they are proxy to reputation in some at some degree. So once we approach this era of decentralization, especially the mass adoption we all been praying for, this thing really becomes one of the things to consider because recently, like until recent times, it was a quite small circle of people who were mostly thinking alike, right? And everybody was able to kind of understand the incentive of their fellow friends doing crypto. But the more people joining, the more people having access to this big apps that are on chain, the more diverse the audience becomes and the incentives of each part of them becomes really unclear. So the question whether I should trust somebody really arises. And when you think about the decentralized apps, you also should include like the AI agents that are coming around. And these things, they would also carry some economical value to this whole like financial system of tomorrow. And not only people, but the agents themselves will have to somehow decide whether they can trust each other or not. So basically, having some sort of a metric, which is I truly believe it's quite a simplistic approach, but having some sort of understanding whether can you trust somebody based on their previous actions in in a in an environment with limited information is quite valuable thing when you like scale to this massive systems. So yeah, I truly believe it really matters, and it will matter more the more time will go on, and the more people will start using these DeFi applications or just decentralized apps in general.
From one belief and one point of view to another one, a different point of view too, which is from Solana Network. Let me please read the quote from Tolly, which means um, instead of stake reputation based, reputation is one of the things that anyone can build regardless of how much wealth they start with. I would love to see someone to formalize it and build on Solana because there is a deep bench of small Solana validators. So, Victor, what is your take on perspective within reputation built on blockchain? Because we do have different kind of solutions, and Wrap is just only one of them.
I mean, I like the on-chain reputation protocols because at the end of the day, it's like people that been here for a minute, and contributed to the network's activity, they should be noticed for doing so and given opportunities. So I look at this very positive as a development. I like the fact that we have many, and I think that having many protocols, allowing people to figure out what is best. It's like how Tom Foundation sees it, and it's very important as well. Uh, we want to see several projects in each direction taking a lead, not just one. The reason because if, let's say, an entire big ecosystem is solely relying on one protocol, that becomes somewhat risky depending on the actions and the future of those protocols, as well as potential vulnerabilities and all of these kind of problems, right? And I'm not saying that there's any issues or will be any issues, but what I'm trying to say is that we'll look at this from the perspective that the natural competition and several projects driving the innovation forward. And we can see, even though we did not really sponsor, given any grants or anything for, let's say, Telegram NFT gifts, we have several big marketplaces competing, which is Tonal, GetGams, Portals, Market, and they all like utilize different tactics, maybe 0% royalties, maybe cashbacks, maybe different campaigns, point system farming for the airdrop in the future potentially. Maybe the redistribution of the reward for the token holders, such as Tonal did, right? Like all of this is the innovation that being driven by the fact that there is more than just one marketplace doing it. And so very similar with the reputation protocols, because at the end of the day, it's a matter of collaborations, new integrations, new value to users, and what they can get out of it. And I think this is a beautiful example of how the on-chain protocol could be built and how they could potentially collaborate with a broader ecosystem in TON to reward those OGs that contribute to the on-chain activity. So I personally truly enjoy seeing that we have a little somewhat competition in this that makes builders move faster, better, and innovate more.
faster, better, innovate more, and never stop building. Speaking of building, I also have found one of other opinions back in 2022 by Vitalik Ethereum. Of course, you know who that is. If you're not, very welcome to Crypto World. So, what he has said is that the main practical value of adding a blockchain is being able to prove negatives, that you have no extant loans, that you did not get any commitment from, and if your degree did not get revoked. So I actually would like to hear a bit of the Yella protocol opinion and RT opinion on that, if you do not mind.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Great question. So in DeFi, reputation really matters because there's no middleman, and trust comes from your on-chain actions. And it's what is talking about in this tweet. If you are build a strong reputation, you can get better lending terms, access to undercollateralized loans, and earning opportunities. So it also helps protocols reward reliable users and protect themselves from the bad actors, like in this case.
That was short, but very short. Andrew from FIVA, what is your take on that?
Yeah, I agree. That's basically the blockchain. The whole idea here is to be transparent and to check everyone and keep everyone responsible because you trust no one. Yes, it is basically the assumption of the blockchain, but you still need to have reputation because then we as builders know that this user is reliable and we can give him better terms. Yes, as Artie said, for example, under collateralized loans. So it enables more use cases because if you trust a person, even in trustless environments, you can it enable new use cases. And basically, it is I would say a frontier of the blockchain technology, and there is no clear use case yet because still we're like only 10 years old and they like the Ethereum and so Tom blockchain even younger. But I think it will be a huge potential unlocked in the future if clever people will understand how to employ this reputation in the right way and also give people the right product and even more financial basically incentives to take care of your reputation, etc. Because now the only solution that we have it is there for basically there we just take your assets like if you validator and you this is basically your way to prove that you will act in the right way. So validators have these ones, yes, also their oracles, etc. But I think the future will enable the new use cases when you will take care more of your reputation and basically farm it properly and it will benefit you. So it's really exciting future and I really glad that TON ecosystem is also evolving in this direction.
Evolving in this direction, but nevertheless, it has been said many times before we actually started the discussion, and indeed, it's quite vulnerable to see that we have something very important, unique, and something different. Uh, One of the great builders of ecosystem, different kind of chains, also has mentioned that thinking about incentivize alignment, on-chain reputation, and local actuation. So, Tonka, you guys have been growing fast enough to notice that. What do you think about this quote?
Indeed, a very insightful quote. So I believe that on-chain reputation right now is like building your Web3 identity based on your on-chain actions. Uh, so yeah, I think right now lots of people like chasing KPRs or other incentives, but a reputation system like rep protocol, it encourages loyalty, encourages consistent participation. So like it's an incentive for good behavior, long-term engagement, your participation in different DeFi protocols. And as for the community, uh, I think it established trust, it establishes credibility. Like if you see a wallet or a user with a high score, a high rep score, for example, uh, you know they've been active, likely supportive in the ecosystem. And yeah, it's definitely can open up like new possibilities, like governance might carry more weight for high rep users, or like as RT said, like lending protocols might offer better terms, or we as a DEX can offer like reduced fees or whitelisted farming pools, so on and so forth. Uh, so yeah, like building your Web3 resume is very important right now. So I think each chain and TON right now has recognized that as crypto matures, trust and on-chain identity is becoming just as important as like raw TVL or yields. So yeah.
Interesting opinion. Reputation is not less important as TVL and much more. Speaking of reputations, speaking of reputation, sorry, I just muted myself. We have here in the room FIVA. We have a Tonka, Tonstakers, Victor. Hi, hello. So, Danny, what is actually the story behind a rep? I mean, I do know that we have different kind of layers of communities, and we have different kind of activities from DeFi, CeFi, social fi. But what is actually a rep given for, and why is it so important in terms of the growth of ecosystem?
Well, the way I look at it is either you want it or not, you already have some sort of reputation. We just help you unlock it by, highlighting the particular actions you've done in the past and basically trying to weigh those actions against each other in terms of the any sorts of impact to the ecosystem, whether it's economical or social or whatever it is. So wrap, like, ultimately will be given for any meaningful action in terms of the, as somebody said, like good long-term alignment with projects. And we really are super careful in terms of you know uh, deducting your rep for your fraudulent activity. I think the for the deducting part, there are already services that allows you to basically avoid um, interacting with bad actors in the ecosystem of any shape or form. So for now, we are focused on the, I don't want to say good actors, but the people and users who are here for the long and fun time, right? So at the moment, if you are interacting with DeFi, which is where we mostly are focused now, you will get rep for staking on Tonstakers and then putting the fieston to, for example, EVA protocol. Or you can take this or you can take this TS ton and put it in some LP positions on TONCO, or you can go and buy YT token for the TS ton yield, and you will also get a reputation for it. And we are focused mostly on the DeFi because we think this is where most of the economical impact on the chain in terms of the in terms of the technological development. But at the same time, we are also working towards adding like Telegram native things such as gifts, right? At the moment, you can get a rep for gifts on your wallet, but soon you will be able to get it for holding it on the profile. And yeah, also for holding NFTs, buying the top market cap VTons, basically having multiple transactions on your wallet. Uh, it also depends on how old is your wallet, and there are a lot of metrics coming in together, and will be added more. But yeah, for now, I would love to highlight the fact that you can just take your ton, put it in Tonstakers, and then, for example, put it in any of these beautiful protocols that are here with us today, and earn some yield, earn some percentages, because, as we all know, Tom will go to the moon. So might as well farm extra a little bit.
Okay, mind your language, mind your mind, because none of what has been said is a financial advice, but nevertheless, man, you take tone, which is beautiful. Smart holding way to hold your tone. you receive a TS Tone, a beautiful superhero that you can actually use in different kind of directions. If you're very new to Ton Stakers, please very welcome to explore Tonstakers Earn. But let me actually go a little bit further and share how actually TS Tone can be used in the EVAA protocol, which Artie is going to explain us, and share a bit more how actually lending, borrowing, and such of the activities can help grow the ecosystem, benefit the ecosystem, and what's the story behind of it. So, Artie, can you share a bit more of who you are, what you are, and if I'm new to you, what do I start with?
Thank you. So, the great question. Let's start from the very beginning. EVA is the first decentralized lending protocol on TON blockchain, accessible through the verified Telegram mini app, EVA bot. And so imagine currently you participate in this rep protocol campaign, farming reputation, and holding TS TON. So what you can do now, you can supply your TS TON into EVA protocol and earn interest on top of that. But this is not all. So you can upgrade your strategy and secure share of Tonstakers 300k USD reverse pool on Binance wallet. So and earn with up to 30% APY. So until August 29. So deposit TS TON into EVA protocol, borrow TON against this TS TON, and stake more than 10 TON on Binance wallet to join. So earn rep in EVA and earn TON on Binance wallet. So this is how you can push your earnings with this month. So join. All the details you can find on EVA Telegram channel. There is a full guide and step-by-step explanation how you can join these activities.
Not a financial advice, but if you actually want to try your TS Tone in action and get some rep points for that too, very welcome to try. It's very fun. I tried myself once and now I cannot stop looping. Huh? Yeah, for sure. So speaking from Yama, we have something else which is very new to you, which is very new to us because of a speaker, which is TONCO. Beautiful protocol, beautiful ideas behind of it, and beautiful building. So Max, how actually can I use TS Tone on TONCO and beautifully have more rep for it too?
Yeah, so Tonka acts as a DEX. So basically, Tonko is like a decentralized exchange, the first DEX on Ton with concentrated liquidity. In simple terms, like we enable higher yields for liquidity providers, letting them focus their liquidity in ranges where it's needed. So talking about using TS Ton on Tonko, it's like super easy. Like you can provide liquidity. If you provide liquidity on Tonko in the TS Ton Ton or TS Ton USDT pools, you earn like rep points. So this means adding your TS Ton simply to our DEX pools. So you also can perform a like multi-protocol loop, for example, that touches like most of the partners for this campaign. For example, you can like stake TON on Tonstakers, receive TS TON, then supply the TS TON on EVA, borrow against it USDT, for example, but watch for health factor, of course. Then go to Tonko and LP like TS TON USDT using that borrowed tether from EVA. And you can optional try FIVA to tokenize TS TON yield, like for some advanced strategies. I think the good thing here is you can like connect all the participants, all the protocols like FIVA, EVA, TONCO. So yeah, like our DeFi infrastructure can help users perform very complex strategies. And yeah, we believe like I want to say that for newcomers, don't be just intimidated. All our platforms are designed to be user friendly, and we got lots of guides and we got a friendly communities when you can just ask whatever you want, ask questions. We are always like to help you. So yeah, like as I said, there are lots of strategies to maximize your rep earnings, and from simpler LP to like complex one. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine newbies' face right now, like trying to calculate, like what I do, what is that, what? But anyways, guys, very welcome to join any communities over here. Very welcome to follow them also on Twitter and make sure that you actually do so because there's a lot of educational content for you to explore. And if you feeling shy to actually follow DeFi protocols, follow Victor because he actually retweets all the news we do as a beautiful global community lead. So make sure you follow the guys and make sure you explore the opportunities because DeFi is actually very fun. It's much more fun rather than you think, and it's also kind of a gamification in terms of the experience. There is also another way to have more rap using TS Tone and be a DeFi maxi through FIVA. So please, Andrew, share a bit more with us. How to do it, what to do it, why is it cool, why are you new, why are you only one protocol that actually tokenizes something on Tone? Like, what is happening around?
Yeah, sure. It's a long story, but to keep it short, guys, basically we hold the TON. Yeah, we have this asset, and we need to do something with it. So you can stake on Tonstakers, and you have it is like a first step. And if you want to get more yields, you have a lot of other beautiful and awesome opportunities inside the TON ecosystem. And FIVA, it is one of these opportunities, and it is called yield tokenization. It is advanced technology, and basically, I would say it's like lending and access. It is like first layer of DeFi, and yield tokenization it's like second layer of DeFi, because basically we are creating the derivatives on top of existing assets on TON blockchain. But to keep it simple, you just can go to FIVA and also receive additional yield on top of your TS TON. And it is basically the easiest way to farm more yield and to farm more reputation using TS TON inside FIVA. You just go to the application and you have 3 different use cases. You can do which one you want, depend on your risk, like appetite, and also depend on your expectations in terms of volatility and returns. But basically, we have an easy saving application. You can go there, just use it, test on inside the application, get additional yield on top of on your test on, and farm some additional also rep and be basically their DeFi OG. Because if you use 5 on ton, I mean, you can use other also DeFi protocols, because we are not shy to call like yield tokenization is one of the difficult technology to explain and to build. So if you brave enough, we're really waiting for you inside our protocol. But if you would be able to tackle the protocol, you will open a lot of new, interesting, and fun opportunities inside the ecosystem.
Indeed, and if you are very new, then you can try an easy mode of the display and use it and smartly access to anything that DeFi has to offer to you. We are about to finish the session and the fashion too, but nevertheless, there is a very last question remains to discuss. Gentlemen, could Tom be the first to achieve full DeFi adoption with all reputation levels? With all DeFi things we have, GameFi, SocialFi, Telegram, and much more. Are we the first one? Are we the leading the billion of users place? Are we going to have more billions to come? What is your take? What do you think? Why are you building here right now? Max from TONCO.
Yeah, great question though. I think Ton has a real shot because it's like the first L1 to combine Web2 scale distribution through Telegram with DeFi infrastructure. So if we keep building products, DeFi products, remove like UX complexity, connect that audience to real yields, to real yield opportunities, I think definitely Ton could be the first chain where everyday users use DeFi in their daily lives. So yeah, I think with Telegram as the front door and like seamless UX as the halfway tone. Definitely could be the chain where DeFi adoption just looks like normal people using the internet, you know. Uh, so yeah.
I really like that quote. Like a normal people using the internet. Are we not normies too? Okay, that's probably the topic of other session. Artie, what is your take? You have been building here for quite a long time. You have created and hosted beautiful sessions, building normies to a free world. So, what do you think?
Absolutely. Ton has a real shot at being the first to bring DeFi at the masses, and we already seeing that. So you see the opportunities to work with USD and with USDT and do some supply, some deposits through the wallet, through the Telegram wallet. This is basically bring the DeFi under the hood of the wallet. So, and the millions of the Telegram users have an access just in a few clicks to the different DeFi option. And what we have seen today is just the first steps, first initiatives to bring DeFi to the pocket of the users, and we will see more and more use cases. So it's just a matter of time where it will be implemented, and we happy to be in here and being the first DeFi projects that basically bring the mass adoption to the big retail.
That'll be so. It's always been built by dreamers for for dreamers. This is what I like to say. Andrew, what's your take?
Yeah, I agree with the guys. So basically, Ton is a unique one because it has a Telegram distribution, and it showed in the past that basically, if you create a awesome use case or solve a real problem of the people or give them like some interesting stuff inside the Telegram, they will use it. So, and now it is our turn to build something really unique and interesting and valuable to bring it to the community. And that's why we're all building here. We are believing that if you provide the right products, it will be easily distributed and users will enjoy it, and it can push their DeFi adoption or finance to the new stage where we will enjoy like P2P payments with low fees, fast cross-border, and without any intermediaries. So yeah, definitely like to be here. That's why we're building a ton, and let's build it and let's focus on building. And it's really nice that the community is really supporting us, and we are all growing together. So real pleasure. And I think we definitely in 1 year, in 5 years, we will just remember this time and think that we was like that were early here.
Can you imagine in 12 years celebrating ton achievements and saying like, yeah, we are the one who made it. We are the one who were there in 2025 talking on spaces, talking about the community, talking about DeFi and talking about adoption. And actually we made it. We made it happen. Just like these guys back in a time. There were very few, and now you can see how much it is beautiful. So make sure you're grabbing a cake today, you're celebrating today, because we are billions and we are the ones who are making what is right happening right now, actually, the future. Danny, last but not least, what is your take on Tom, DeFi adoption, reputation, community, and more?
Yeah, Kiwi, actually sometimes throughout the whole like AMA and spaces that we had, I really wish the restream thing had some sort of like emojis in there, because I was laughing so hard at some takes in terms of especially the one where you looked into 5 years in the future and they, refer to this particular space. That would be great. But yeah, I mean, for the who, if we talk about the mass adoption, right? Telegram and Ton, they already have a mass, so it's just a question of adoption, right? And adoption is mostly educating and bringing people who would actually use the products. And I really do think that Ton has really good products already. It's just a matter of time when people will find out about them and start to use them more and more. And the flywheel, I think, is already here in terms of the incentives, in terms of the educational pipelines, in terms of the bringing more and more like DeFi native people from the outer Web3 and saying to them like, you can just use the same apps, but here and without leaving your favorite messenger. So why not? And I really do believe DeFi apps on Ton doing a really great job in terms of making it really, really accessible for most of the people to use the apps. And I think this is the main aspect that is telling that Telegram and I'm sorry, the Ton has a really good shot at being one of the most well adopted chains with the DeFi.
Indeed, let it be so. So from my side, I only can say that we are still early. We're still early to be part of the story, to try something new, to explore, to create, to build, and bring your own value. Because once you're part of the circle, you're part of the circle for sure. Thank you for joining in today. No happy birthday sound is going to be seen by us, but making sure you're celebrating this 12th beautiful anniversary by Telegram. Share the friends, share with your families, tell them what's happening, invite them to try, invite them to be part of this beautiful history thing. And yes, enjoy fully right here, right now on Tom. Thank you, everyone.